Hey guys, welcome to the fourth video of this mini series where I'm showing you guys how I use ChatGPT 4 Turbo together with Voiceflow to essentially turn unstructured data or conversations with the user into a structured JSON format. So in the first video, I did a live demo, so if you guys haven't seen that, please check it out. Second video, I went through how I created these GPT settings, which I then used to call the API. And the third video actually showed you guys how we called the API. And now I'm going to be showing you guys how I incorporate chat history so that it can recognize not just one message, but it can actually understand the context and decide for itself what variables to output. Let me just go through this part again. I want to find an apartment in... So this is what it does. In the next part, we're gonna actually be able to do the exact same thing, but through a conversation. So following along on this sheet, which you guys can access from the link in the description below, we're gonna follow these exact steps. We're gonna first create a set step for assistant response instead of a text step. Let me show you exactly what I mean. So instead of a normal text step, we're gonna create a variable called assistant response and put, hello, how can I help you? And then output that variable like this. So it's exactly the same. If you run it, it's just that, except we have the response saved as a variable. For some reason, whenever you use last response in a JavaScript or in some other variable manipulation, it doesn't seem to work. So this is just a simple workaround. But anyway, we're just going to start with this and we're going to run it like that. And then we're going to capture the response. And then we're going to create a component called chat history, which I've already done. The first step is to create a JavaScript. So we can actually just copy and paste this. Copy. Let me delete that. Paste. Okay. This is the escape special characters function that I talked about in the previous video. And in this case, if chat history equals 0, so if there's no chat history yet, chat history should be blank. And if not, we leave it because we want to add to it as the chat progresses. And then we're going to use this escape special characters function for user data. So in this case, it's last utterance and assistant response. So these are just variables that I use. You guys obviously could use whatever variables you want, but this is what I did and it seems to be working just fine. Then the next step after the JavaScript is to create a set step. We're just going to do that here. Connect this block and just copy and paste this. Basically it's the chat history plus this whole thing and this whole thing. So we're going to apply it to chat history. I know Voiceflow also has a built-in memory. I think it's a variable that's like underscore memory underscore, something like that. But doing it this way gives me a lot more flexibility. I can choose which messages exactly get inputted to the chat history. I could be very selective with what I put as the context for the prompts. So I'm just going to set chat. Okay, so that's basically it. We're just going to connect these together and connect this there. Let me just make it more beautiful for you guys. And let's connect it back. Let's do this. So if you guys remember, we save the OpenAI response as a variable called response. So we're just going to put it there. So it should output the response there. Then we're gonna, okay, yeah, whatever. So it's not the most beautiful project, but let's run it. I want to find a with 5 bedrooms, 5, I don't know, just whatever. So it recognized house, 5 million price. And now if we say something like, actually 3 bedrooms. So hopefully it, okay. Yeah, that didn't work. Ah, I know why. Because we turned chat history off. It's good that I caught this, because now you guys can see live how you can fix these types of problems. So here chat history was off, so it didn't take that into account. I want to find a okay, I'm just gonna go on to the next one. Right, so here, oh yeah, the price didn't recognize it. Number of bedrooms didn't recognize it. I'll get back to you. So I've done some debugging, and it's because I've misplaced a dot that was supposed to be here. Instead I put it here, and that's why it wasn't working. But I've fixed it in the Google Doc, so it should be fine for you guys. Right there. Okay, perfect. So now it should actually work. Hopefully. I want a okay, and let's see. Okay, yeah, now it seems to be working fine. So yeah, that's how you incorporate chat history into your API calls to OpenAI. In the next video, I'm going to show you guys how you can actually turn this, which is a string, it's a sentence, into a JSON format by parsing it, so you could save it as different variables. Thank you for watching.